How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. As we head towards the finish line in 2021, a lot has changed over the last 5.5 years. 2016, arguably the greatest NBA season in recent years, tons of roller coaster rides, an epic postseason, the final year of Kobe, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett, back-to-back 3-1 series leads blown, the end of the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook era, LeBron James' most historic accomplishment, delivering a ring to his hometown state, delivered the franchise's first NBA championship. James, of course, more than half a decade later, still amongst the top players in the league and producing at a very high level in the City of Angels. But what about the other players? Today, we'll take a look at every member of the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers title team and take a look at where they are now. The only active Cavalier 5 years later, still on the roster, Kevin Love, 33 years old now, 8 seasons with the franchise, already 2 more than being in Minnesota. Career hasn't been the same since LBJ left the team, was still an all-star the following 2 seasons, had some key moments in 2 more finals appearances, played his best ball of the franchise during the 2017 playoffs. Many could have argued the Cavs in 2017 was actually better than 2016 due to Love's level of high postseason play, while LeBron played like typical superstar LeBron. Kyrie was sensational Kyrie, but a combination of signing the max plus numerous injuries, Love hasn't been healthy much, missed at least 20 games in both 2017 and 18, only limited to 22 games in 2019. A rebuilding franchise since LBJ left, still put up over 17-9 in 2020 for a 19-46 team, but constantly in trade rumors, frustrated moments, but huge financial success signing that 4-year $120 back in summer of 2018, making over $31 million for 2022 and under contract till 2023. Dealt with plenty of losing streaks, but the team's starting to look good for the first time post LeBron era. Now a 12-7 role player off the bench, outside of basketball, a huge mental health advocate. Richard Jefferson, who retired after the 2018 season with the Nuggets, won the 2016 title just 2 days before his 36th birthday. More seen on television today than his limited playing time with this title team off the bench. A 5.5-point scorer for this title team, began co-hosting the podcast Road Tripping with former teammate Channing Frye, a huge jokester with an intriguing personality and nice commentary. Also appeared on FS1, Pac-12 networks, Talking Hoops, a game analyst for the Yes Network since the 2018-19 season with the Nets, and joined at ESPN, seen on multiple shows like NBA Countdown, gives plenty of hot takes and opinions on a variety of NBA topics. Dahntay Jones, who was at the tail end of his career, played just 1 regular season game after hopping on board April 13th of 2016. Of course, the franchise wanted him for a reason, known for being suspended, hitting Bismack Biyombo in the groin the series before the finals, a memorable Game 6 with 5 points and a block from literally joining the team in their last regular season game, as slick as it gets. Of course, waived multiple times, Jones picked up again the following season only to get some playoff time, only to get some text in the playoffs because his salary couldn't cover his fines. Teammate LeBron had to cover for him. After falling to Golden State, Jones retired, enjoyed 13 seasons, took on another challenge, took course at Harvard Business School, worked on expanding sustainability living projects across the country, became a managing partner at Pearl Homes.
The revolutionary home I'm standing in front of is a Google Energy smart home.
Became a co-founder of the platform called HubSuite, alongside former NBA All-Star Amari Stoudemire, which helped amplify the company's finance, human resources, recruiting, and marketing. Jones also been a player development and video coach as of November of 2020 for the LA Clippers, a very busy and impactful post-retirement career to say the least. James Jones, the former 3-time champ, finished off his career making 7 straight finals, the second to last season for the 2016 Cavs, very reserved player by then, age 34, super limited minutes. Upon retirement, Jones named VP of basketball ops for the Phoenix Suns, a struggling dysfunctional franchise at the time. A year later, named interim GM, responsible for multiple trades. Jones named the team's official GM April 2019, drafted Cam Johnson, picked up Ricky Rubio for a year. The team started building a foundation, going undefeated in the bubble despite not making the playoffs. Then his biggest move, trading multiple pieces, landing Thunder superstar Chris Paul, picked up Jay Crowder, earned Executive of the Year in 2021. His Suns went to the finals, shocking everybody. One of the best things to happen for the Phoenix franchise in recent years. The team likely won't be where they are today without James Jones. Mo Williams, one of the most forgotten members of the 2016 title team, known for playing his best ball with LeBron in 2009, Williams finished out his career with a ring, 41 games as the backup, averaged 8 points, limited action in those playoffs, scored 2 points in Game 7 of those finals. After retirement, Williams became an assistant coach for Cal State Northridge men's team. 2 years later, became the head coach for Alabama State, playing in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, currently his second season as head coach. Channing Frye, last season was 2019 with Cleveland, a key role piece for the title team, put up nearly 7 points a game in the playoffs, a knockdown outside shooter, traded to the team back in February, even had a 27-point game versus the Hawks in the second round, stayed with Cleveland before being part of the IT trade that sent Frye to the Lakers. Also seen a lot on television, giving his basketball takes, very active on the podcast Road Tripping with RJ, actively seen on NBA Twitter Live, thus the show handles with Kristen Letlow Friday nights on NBA TV. Frye also the founder of Chosen Family Wines, a passion project of his. Former teammate Kevin Love's a partner of that. Sasha Kaun, the 6'11" big from Russia, played just 25 total games in the NBA, played D1 ball with Kansas from 2004 to 08, the starting center for the Jayhawks title team, the 56th pick in the 08 draft. After a successful stint in Russia, signed with the Cavs September of 2015, spent most of his NBA tenure on the bench, didn't play a single game in the playoffs. What a way to earn the ring. Retired from pro ball just a month later, lived in the Denver area right after retirement, no plans to enter coaching. That's the only detail I was able to find on the internet. Living very low-key, Kaun doesn't appear to have any social media. Timofey Mozgov, him and Kaun became the first two players from Russia to win an NBA title. His best moment in 2016, perhaps not even winning that championship ring as a role player who averaged 6-4 in the regular season, but getting a 4-year $64 million deal from the Lakers, the free agent money machine year, played 2 more seasons after, put up 7-5 in 2017, followed by playing his final NBA season with Brooklyn in 2018, and shockingly still getting paid as of 2022 by the Orlando Magic, despite never playing a single game for that franchise. After the NBA, Mozgov played in Russia in 2021, had a bunch of past injuries, but looking for one last hurrah overseas, now age 35. J.R. Smith, who's been an inspiration, taking his talents to the academics world. The 36-year-old played for the 2020 Lakers, finished his career as a 2-time champ before spending another 3 seasons with the Cavs. Came up huge to the third quarter of Game 7. Smith had his worst moment in Game 1 of the 2018 Finals. Recently enrolled at North Carolina A&T University, finished the fall semester with a whooping 4.0 GPA, proving nothing's ever too late in life if you put your mind to it. Drafted out of high school, earned $90 million in salary for 16 NBA seasons, also with the university's golf team, switching sports, this time as a student athlete, one of his most rewarding and successful years from an accomplishment standpoint, as Smith continues to show his ongoing journey, perhaps opening the door for future pro athletes, putting in work in the books. Professional success combined with academic success, a powerful combination put together. Dellavedova, his only memorable moment after leaving Cleveland, who everybody just saw, Delly got absolutely destroyed, abused, annihilated, and humiliated on all cylinders at the NBL, signed a 3-year deal with Melbourne United. The 31-year-old got posterized so badly, his teammate had to start a fight, yammed on by a man named Mitch Creep, who played 5 total games in the NBA. Delly received a 4-year $40 million contract with the Bucks after 2016, went back to Cleveland for 2020 and 21, limited playing time, a multitude of injuries kept him out a long time, won bronze medal in the Olympics, averaging around 10.6 assists for the NBL. It'll be hard for him to come back to the NBA after getting obliterated on the fast break, but for an undrafted player to make his presence felt guarding Steph Curry in the finals, Delly will always be a hero in Cleveland. Jordan McRae, now 30 years old, played 2 playoff games for the title team, who was in his rookie season, then played with Washington for 2 seasons after 2017, a few games with Denver and Detroit, in and out the league, had a 54-point G League game, had some good moments, but hasn't played an NBA game since March 2020, NBA earnings only under $2.8 million as of December of 2020, signed a contract with the Beijing Ducks worth $1.5 million for 25 games, August 2021, signed with the Metropolitan 92 in the LMB Pro, a French basketball club club, a roller coaster basketball journey to say the least, looking to make the best of his opportunities. Iman Shumpert, a multi-talented stud, the 31-year-old won season 30 with Dancing with the Stars, making him the first NBA player to make the finale and win it. A magnificent dancer, his dance choreographed by his partner, regarded by fans as one of the best dances in the show's history, a flawless transition from the hardwood to the dance floor, spent 2 more seasons with Cleveland. After 2016, played with the Kings, Rockets, and Nets. Last NBA game, February 2021. Shump, despite his dancing success, still aiming for an NBA comeback, showing interest in wanting to play for his hometown Chicago Bulls. Tristan Thompson, who continues to make more headlines for non-basketball reasons. Thompson's name associated more with the Kardashians than the NBA these days. When you type in Tristan Thompson's name on Google, almost nothing's basketball related pops up, but only a bunch of celebrity gossip, all that drama, and the games he continues to play outside of basketball. He's still only 30 years old, played for the Sacramento Kings, left Cleveland after the 2020 season, played a year in Boston, now a limited minutes backup big in the final year of his 2-year $19 million deal. Despite never becoming an all-star type level player, Thompson made over $108 million for his playing career. Nowadays, whatever he does on the court seems to be irrelevant compared to the other headlines involving his name. Lots of things going on with his personal life. No need to get into those details. Kyrie Irving, the most misleading NBA star, perhaps the most polarizing. Irving's unpredictable attitude and mood swings gives many people headaches. Was just 24 years old when winning his first title, hitting the most important shot in that Game 7. Played 1 more season with Cleveland in 2017 before demanding out. A disastrous tenure with Boston, season-ending injury 2018. Team got worse with him on the floor in 2019. Tons of hostility when talked about by the media. Signed with the Nets only to play just 20 games in 2020, an untimely injury for the 2021 postseason. After New York City's vaccine mandates for requirements for employees, Irving refuses to get the vaccines. Months after, stands by his personal decision. Brooklyn will next activate him for road games. Who knows what happens next with Kyrie for the future, in the future months, what he's going to be up to in the next couple years. Whenever Kyrie's on the floor, balls out and one of the most fun players to watch. But the question is whether how often he will actually be able to get on the floor and perform. LeBron James, now a 4-time NBA champ, won a ring in the 2020 bubble, approaching 37 years of age. The 5 seasons after 2016, regular season averages of 26.5 points, 8.3 rebounds, nearly 9 assists, 52% shooting, 5 more All-NBA teams, on his way to becoming an 18-time All-Star, still one of the best players in the game heading into 2022. James continues to be as unstoppable, joined the 2017 and 2018 postseason with Cleveland, 2 more finals for the franchise after taking his talents to Los Angeles, 3 straight missed playoffs by the Cavs. Given all the success on the hardwood, James continues to be one of the most powerful celebrity figures, tons of endorsement deals, has an ownership stake with Liverpool, big time investor in multiple fields, executive producer of The Shop, star of Space Jam 2, many more activities outside of basketball, the most talked about athlete in the US, as intriguing an athlete for his era, viewed upon as larger than life by many. Both his sons play ball at a high level. As James is heading towards the latter years of his career, will look to break many milestones, extreme longevity, one of the most powerful entertainment figures of our lifetime. Looks like LeBron might be able to continue playing at a high level even when reaching his 40s. As for the coaches, Tyronn Lue's 2nd season of head coach of the Clippers, proven to be one of the best in the league. Assistant Jim Boylen, not the Bulls Jim Boylen, filed for age discrimination as of 2018, hasn't been in the NBA since. Brett Rielmeyer served as an assistant with Brooklyn the next 4 seasons, now an assistant with the Orlando Magic. Larry Drew, now on Ty Lue's Clippers staff as an assistant. Phil Handy, an assistant for the Lakers coaching staff. Mike Longobardi, assistant for the Kings. Assistant and former NBA player James Posey, a writer for BasketballNews.com, and now in his first year as an assistant for the Virginia Cavaliers women's basketball team. As we learned, many of the now retired players all doing lots of unique, cool things, from being NBA analysts to entrepreneurship. to academics, to other guys at the tail end of their careers playing overseas, all different types of personalities, a diverse set of fields. A lot has certainly changed in 5 years. What were some of your takeaways from some of these players in the video? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I talk all sorts of NBA topics, from making predictions, NBA history, and anything related to NBA basketball that would interest you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I love all of you. See you next time.